Reasonable accommodations, basic information for managers. Refer accommodation requests to management or human resources. This class does not teach you how to administer an accommodation, but rather explains the process. What does reasonable accommodation mean? A reasonable accommodation is an adjustment that can be made to an employee's regular work to make them able to work while restricted by their doctor. Reasons for accommodation. The most common reasons for accommodation requests are injury, illness, and disability. Regardless of why the person is requesting to be accommodated, it is best to work to provide if possible. The show of goodwill will benefit everyone. Request examples. A stool as to not stand for long periods. Shorter breaks but more often. Texting devices for a deaf employee. Lifting restrictions. Is it reasonable? A company is not required to make an accommodation that would cause them great hardship. However, you have to be able to defend why you cannot accommodate. Sometimes it looks as though the manager is trying to punish the employee rather than work with them. Example: an employee is hurt and injures their foot. They cannot stand for long periods and work as a cashier at a desk. They request to use a stool to allow their feet to rest, but are told they cannot accommodate. This decision would be difficult to defend. Always remember, you could be asked to defend your decision. Always work in the best interest of your employees. It protects you as the manager and your company. Find out who handles accommodations at your company. Every company does things a little bit different. Find out who handles the accommodation process at your company. Ask them to explain their process to you. It will help you to understand for future needs. Process. This is the typical process for someone that needs an accommodation. At your company, it may be a little different, so make sure that you speak with your administrator to learn their specific process. Step 1. Request the accommodation. Step 2. Provide supporting documents. Step 3. The interactive process. Step 4. The decision. Can we accommodate or not? Accommodation request. When an employee requests an accommodation for work, it is important to respond immediately. Supporting documentation. This is usually information provided by the doctor. Check with your administrator for details. Interactive process. The interactive process meeting is when the administrator meets with the employee to discuss the need and talk about possibilities. It is a two-way conversation as they are working together on a solution. Questions? Comments? Please see your manager or human resources.